Namaskar. Weekly forecast, week commencing 7th of September till 13th of September for all of you, based on Indian Vedic astrology, based on moon sign. But you can use this weekly forecast horoscope for your ascendant sign as well, for your Lagna Rashi as well. All the prediction based on moon sign, all the prediction based on Indian Vedic astrology, but can use the weekly forecast again according to your Lagna sign as well, for all of you. We commencing 7th till 13th of September, 7th September till 13th of September 2020 for all of you. Going to talk about Libra for this coming week. Libra. Transit of moon for Libra in 7th house, 6th September till 8th September. When the moon transiting in 7th house, you come across these kind of scenario situations. Transit of moon in 7th house. Transit of moon in 7th house. When the moon is transiting in 7th house, this brings major positive changes in your life. When the moon is transiting in 7th house, this particular period mostly signifies happiness, harmony, passion, success in your undertaking. Financially, when the moon is transiting in 7th house, this could also be good timing for you. You could expect a gain in your ventures. You'll be able to recover some stuck up money during this particular period. When the moon is transiting in 7th house, you're all planning to buy any car, property. Well, this could be the time to do so. This particular movement also indicates attainment of honor, comfort, enjoyment of exotic pursuit. When the moon is transiting in 7th house, when the moon is transiting in 7th house, this also helps you to win over your enemies. When the moon is transiting in 7th house, this period could also be favorable for you to make a lot of new friends, starting a new companionship, starting a new romantic relationship. When the moon is transiting in 7th house, happiness in personal life will prevail and you're likely to have a great fun with your partner, with your companion, with your spouse. Family life brings more happiness. When the moon is transiting 7th house, health should remain fine during this particular period of time. Tranquility of the mind, body and soul will be restored. You would feel more peace with yourself and the family. When the moon is transiting 7th house, this particular period could term as overall happy period. When the moon is transiting in 7th house, transit of moon in 8th house, 8th September till 11th September. When the moon transiting in 8th house, you come across these kind of scenario situations. Transit of moon in 8th house. Transit of moon in 8th house. When the moon is transiting 8th house, this particular period will not bring any good news for you. When the moon is transiting 8th house, this movement of moon through 8th house brings some troubles time. When the moon is transiting 8th house, this particular period portends troubles, obstacle in your everyday life. When the moon is transiting 8th house, this particular period brings along unexpected happenings. Financially, this particular period, when the moon is transiting 8th house, this particular period brings lot of challenges, complication, hassle. You could find difficulty recovering your dues, closing any favorable deals, you'll be struggling to making any profitable deal with your business ventures, ideas. When the moon is transiting 8th house, maintaining coordination with people around you, with your employer, with your family, with your senior at work, with your partner, will not be easy. You don't want to be in bad books of anybody and you end up in a lot of arguments or conflict with people around you, personally and professionally. And avoid any disagreement with anybody and you're susceptible to make a lot of new enemies. When the moon is transiting in 8th house, at that time, you're only making a lot of enemies with your language, with your attitude, with your mannerism, with your reaction, with your dialogue. Do not be trapped in any unnecessary conflict with anybody, particularly this time. When the moon is transiting in 8th house, health would require attention. When the moon is transiting in 8th house, especially taking care of your health, especially susceptible to developing a problem in your digestive system, as well as issue with your breathing or respiratory system. Be gentle with your joints. Avoid any unnecessary fear, anxiety. This may prove to be taxing your mind. When the moon is transiting 8th house, make a constant effort not to compromise on anything good. Do not take any risk, particularly this time. Whenever the moon is transiting 8th house, do not put yourself in any kind of risk. Don't take any risk, please. No. Transit of moon in 9th house, 11th September till 13th September. When the moon transits in 9th house, you come across these kind of scenario situations. Transit of moon in 9th house. Transit of moon in 9th house. When the moon is transiting 9th house, this time period, I say this particular period, you have to work really hard, more hard than usual, in order to achieve your accomplishment or goal. Health needs attention. You become susceptible to a lot of health problems regarding stomach or regarding breathing or chest when the moon is transiting 9th house. When the moon is transiting 9th house, you may also suffer from lack of sleep. Mentally, you feel tired, exhausted, become lethargic. When the moon is transiting 9th house, this particular bring along, may I say that you'll perform a lot of religious work, charitable work, spiritual work, and you'll be participating in a lot of charity related work, yes, and you'll create a name fame through that, yes. When the moon is transiting 9th house, you're also likely to get a fame in society through charity work. When the moon is the 9th house, and may I say that financially can be a tough time. If you're thinking to move your money, start your new business, starting a new venture project, or sort out your inheritance, nothing will work out according to expectation. When the moon is transiting 9th house, you have to keep a close eye on your friends as well as your enemies. And you'll end up with a lot of arguments with people around you, personally and professionally. And last thing, you need a living conflict on your back. No. Hold on to your respect and honor in society when the moon is transiting in 9th house. By avoiding unnecessary conflict with anybody, mentally you will suffer from anxiety and feel overburdened sometime. And you have to be extra careful regarding your decisions or choices, whatever you are making during this phase of time. The moon is transiting in 9th house. Be careful. In this coming week, you must sort out your Sun, Mercury, Rahu for the prevention of any kind of professional losses, financial losses, relationship problems, complications, peace of mind issues, lack of flow of income, health, well-being issues. With the help of task precaution chanting, you got to sort out your plan for your best. If you want to achieve complete weekly horoscope report, then please do visit my website, astrologer.com. Acquire the whole weekly horoscope report and implement the whole report in the coming week and achieve your best. Many thanks for watching this weekly horoscope. Would you like to know more of what this coming week going to bring for you regarding situations, circumstances, scenarios? Would you like to know how you're going to do in this coming week regarding your actions, regarding emotions and visions? Would you like to know more about the events happening in this coming week? Would you like to have some guidance regarding decision choices you're making in this week and how you can overcome and resolve most of your hassles and complications and awkward situation and waste of time in this coming week? If your answer is yes, then what you're waiting for? Please get your very thorough moon sign weekly horoscope report on video as well as written. Do visit our website, astrologer.com, because I want you to win in every situation and be self-content and happy.